Yeah.
Yeah. Woo! All right. We made it.
Nice.
Hello. Hello, hello. We made it.
Hiya.
Yeah. This should be it. This should be it.
In the end game.
We're in the end game now.
Literally the end game.
I appreciate that reference.
Thank you. I don't. I'm upset I made it.
Mr. Edgeworth, I feel so good.
Oh.
Oh, Edgeworth survives the snap. I think there was a website to determine that, but I can't be bothered finding it now.
Valid. Alright. Bridge to the Turnabout. This is it.
Nice.
This is it.
We're so ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, might as well get into it.
Let's do
The
it.
last bit of the trial.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it indeed.
3:36 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 7.
Thank
God, there are like 6 other bullshit courtrooms in this place.
Your Honor.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests we had performed earlier.
Tests?
Yes, tests on the bluggy. On the... Starting off strong, guys. Starting off strong.
Start as you mean to go on.
I know. Yes, tests on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah! That! I totally forgot about it. It has been weeks, Phoenix. It's alright.
It's the weapon that my Fae used when she fought with the victim. Sorry, my.
I thought so.
I thought you paused for dramatic effect.
I was going to say.
Trust me, you'll know that do Mr. Dramatic effects.
So, what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or...?
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood.
Oh.
Who the fuck else has been stabbed?
Someone just got a nosebleed, like one of the police officers, and was too embarrassed to say.
Gumshoe!
They got a nosebleed on
Did
the
someone
on the
drop it and then? Did someone drop it and then catch it with the pointy end?
That accusation is rude and quite frankly uncalled for.
I mean, no,
So your
Gumshoe, it's not at all. It's not at all uncalled for when where you are concerned. That's very much the sort of thing you would do.
I wasn't accusing anyone. It was just an observation. Observation, really.
A possible explanation of the present facts. That's all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Then whose was it? Whose indeed?
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
As opposed to soft evidence for the past day and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. Show it
It's been,
slide.
you know, it's practically spongy.
Hey, we have claims?
You have evidence?
I understand, Your Honor.
Didn't realize anyone had died.
Well, no, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quickly.
Agreed.
Very well. Please bring in the last witness.
Well, well, well. The last witness.
Hey!
There she is.
Oh, it's the baby.
Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the fuck me.
It's a constant converse all.
I was assassin.
It's a very important position.
I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Maya.
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the crime channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Fey Clan, I don't want any more to do with it.
Oh, Maya. The pain the Fey bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fey. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the Inner Temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Lee Sturm's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see anything.
Stop this instant, young lady.
You've been fucking possessed, my dude.
Take your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But I...
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes.
Wow. Way to press it home, buddy.
Can you imagine his bedside manner would be just incredible?
Don't fucking cry. Your mother just fucking died. Don't cry.
There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against a stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed all over me.
Blood.
That's when, I lost consciousness.
So he was on the head. I suppose it must have been this stuff.
Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
Objection, leading the witness.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Hey, I kind of know her. It's all right.
Yeah, he does this all the time. It's kind of his bread and butter.
It's just my murderous ex-girlfriend, you know?
I couldn't see. I didn't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone.
It seems it'll be hard to turn the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all.
I mean,
But-
she was just like, she's been staring.
Possessed. She's been like full on possessed.
Still, we
Yeah.
press on.
Yes.
Poor.
Okay. I
Please don't
think
yell objection at her, Phoenix.
I'll yell hold it. How about
I'm not sure that's better.
that?
It's like if nobody like, yelled at Maya for a while.
Ended up against the stone lantern. I don't know.
Someone
I
give
can't
her a
remember the rest-
blanket, please.
Yeah,
think-
someone give this poor baby a blanket. I feel like we
This is-
press a lot.
This is the statement we have an issue with, I think.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
memory serves.
You think you screamed or you did scream?
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
why?
a point actually.
Hmm.
That's it.
Blitz! Hey, Witness! Listen up! You think you screamed, but you're not sure?
Listen, I was a complete wreck. I was covered in blood and was about to be murdered. Trying to forget some things. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man? Was it a woman? An adult? A child? Children can commit murder. I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear. I am certain I would have soiled my shoes. Believe me, my dear. I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
Oh, Judge.
Thanks.
I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought it was my last hope.
Wow. Sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do I do? Do I press her for more details?
Press.
Always.
My
Oh, my last
hope.
hope, please.
Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff?
What? What do you mean by your last hope?
No, that's what you said.
I mean, I'm usually your last hope. You're kind of a terrible lawyer.
You said my last hope.
Huh? What? You said what?
Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see, and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me!"
Yeah. Like most people do when they're about to get murdered.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know, that's like what do you call it when that happens?
Maya's not doing so well up there.
I mean, I've been starving to death for like a week, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
I love her coy little head turn.
It's
Yeah.
like the, oh, I was screaming at someone else.
Meanwhile, what did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming at for help. Ah!
What is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh?
I should have said that.
Oh my god.
Should have said that.
Said that.
Witness! Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person. Red text.
I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
She's about to implicate somebody.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, did we
Why is this not working? Oh my gosh.
Hello.
I was trying, but the mic wasn't picking me up for some reason.
Oh, microphone.
No has for you.
I
No
had
ha right.
I had like 3 times. Fucking nothing.
We'll take your bar, goddammit. Ha!
It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up to try and hide things in this chamber. Or try. Whatever.
Witness. The information you just presented is vital to the case. I want to add it to your testimony.
What's this? I can see a
I could
man.
see a man behind my attacker by the light of a stone lantern.
Okay.
Wait. Was that on?
There's a problem with that statement.
Was
Wait, don't
the
we have it?
lantern off? We have that whole last stone lantern.
Yeah,
off.
but
Was
yeah,
it
There you
lit?
go.
There we go.
There you go.
You
Sorry,
are now
Maya.
going to present this whole last stone lantern.
Say.
Alright, here we go. Take that!
Don't point at her.
So, there was a man standing behind your attacker?
Yeah.
That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elista Nim, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother.
Yeah, I think she knows who her mother is. Next.
Hmm. The killer?
Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
To be frank, Your Honor, I think she is in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean? What problem?
Maya, on the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night. In the
Stop
night
pointing
garden.
at her! Order in the court. Mr. Godot, explain this. Why is it Godot's responsibility to explain this? Not that I mind, just
Pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Sure.
enough.
That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Is cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
My God, Your Honor.
It's not a drug, Judge. Calm down.
Mr. Twice's words are the milk, and you are the spoon, Your Honor.
Oh God, is it this line?
Uh,
It's this line.
I'm a spoon.
I'm no spoony bar, and I'll have you know.
Thanks. You must have noticed it too, right? This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now.
No, No shit, Sherlock.
It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that.
Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it.
Phoenix, this is your friend. Calm down.
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony.
Something. Oh, no.
May I? No, it's Maya, not Maya.
Yeah. You've known me for like 5 years.
Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man. In other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person. Despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker.
No.
Sorry for yelling, Maya.
Order. What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? I was saying this place or the real killer under pitch black conditions.
Big
Yes.
thing.
She secretly has glow-in-the-dark vision.
Does she?
Infrared vision. Something.
Right. Do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she
Never.
have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
Oh, you know that how, bitch?
There are some things you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot.
Ghosts!
Yeah,
Thank you, Your Honor.
fucking ghosts and stars,
Werewolves!
I guess. The moon,
Oh, dear.
glow sticks,
Maya,
those stickers that are like the shape of that glow in the dark that you have to hold to a light source. Then when you turn the light off, they go green.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh, some t-shirts have that fabric that goes glow in the dark. Yeah, we could be one of those.
Nice work, Maya. You should consider
Yeah,
becoming
incriminate
a
yourself.
detective.
Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Because it was you, Phoenix. Fool. Cover? For the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
And in fact, he's here in this courtroom,
Standing opposite you.
standing
At
to
the
immediate.
attorney's bench.
Yeah, Nick's actually convicting himself. He's just going from no memory.
Actually, you'll see. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys.
All I want is for the truth to come out, even if it means I personally go to prison.
Oh, guys.
Please, Nick. You're gonna convict yourself of murder.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's not Nick.
I know. I'm trying to lead y'all on.
I think I know who it is because of the writing in blood. But I won't say anything until I'm sure.
Yeah, I have a feeling too now that you've said that.
Hmm.
I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
Are we gonna get a ha? I wonder.
Aha.
Tony, you can hear from the silence that Tony's trying his best.
He's trying his best.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
we
got
got it
one.
that
I
time.
got one.
Ah, yes.
You thought you good games, right? But let's see if you can walk the walk. That was quite the mishmash of analogies. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't! Please! Stop!
Nick doesn't understand, please. Or no. Or
No, please.
very concerning. Very, very
Please, no.
concerning.
No, please.
Maya is
Nick,
dead
when someone
set.
says please no to you, you need to listen to them. Okay?
Mhm.
Consent is important.
Consent is important, even in court, especially in court.
These murderers didn't consent to being convicted of murder.
Yeah, these murderers
fair, though, I
didn't
don't-
It's not
consent
quite
to
the
a court
same
trial.
thing, my dude.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, the
I
victim
don't.
didn't
I
consent.
don't consent to being murdered.
Yeah, that's the more important one. I
They
think.
legally can't murder you.
I don't consent being in this courtroom.
Maya is dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
That isn't your job. Your job is to
now.
defend your client regardless of the guilt. Why
wouldn't
do you know
last, like-
nothing?
You wouldn't last 5 seconds in American court drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, my line. Alright. Alright, Mr. Hyde. Time to show us what you've got. Who was this person that you say in space or in the darkness?
Well,
Lois.
you did mention
Well,
infrared earlier.
Yep, it's this man.
Oh no.
Oh yes,
Oh.
because he's the only one that wouldn't have seen the blood splatter. Because there's no other reason why that would be there if the rest of the scene was cleaned up.
Mm.
This is very ballsy of Phoenix to just fucking accuse the prosecutor.
Fucking
Who's he going
second
with
time
that?
he's done this.
Literally.
What's that? You're out of suspect? Just accuse the prosecutor of murder.
Yeah.
It works every time so far. Because it was pitch black, Miss Fey was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
What? But how do you propose to show us something like that?
Turn
off
off
the
the
lights.
Turn off
lights.
the lights.
Turn off the lights.
It's easy.
It's party time!
Get the
We-
get the text out.
We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Someone get a pile of snow in here.
Conditions.
Also, it's just
Turn the
occurred to
lights
me...
off. Carry me home.
In the Ace Attorney anime, the ceiling is like made of glass, and it's like daytime.
Yeah. So
No
like
curtains,
even if
obviously.
you turn them off, it's just
They turn off the sun. Duh.
Yeah,
the side.
Your Honor. The defense
Your
officially
Honor, I'd like to
requests
turn off the sun.
that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off. Just like that, they go. No discussion. Off.
But this, it can't be.
Ah,
Oh, that one comes through.
Yes, Tony!
So cute.
Damn.
that was a nice bit of deduction. That's right. I turned my
Oh, that's so
sensitivity
fucking
down.
cool.
Ah. Well, everyone. This is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder.
Jury sounds. Holy shit.
Sounds.
Order. Prosecutor Godot, what is the meaning of this?
Clearly another guy in a glowy mask. Have you ever seen The Purge?
Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
You're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean? I'm very perplexed.
If you've got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
I'm gonna write down all of Godot's rules.
There's a lot of rules.
Well, Maya,
Shit.
how about it?
I'm sorry, in 2 seconds from like passing out here, can someone get me like something to eat? I've been starving for like 3 days.
No food in the courtroom.
Oh, Godot has 12 rules.
Wow.
Oh, okay. 12 rules of Godot.
What you saw that night, was it 3 glowing red lights?
If I say yes, can I have an app?
Well, witness, answer the question.
Oh my
We'll see
god.
about that now.
You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya!
I really hope my name is Godot.
I thought the person who stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason.
What? What?
This is gonna be
I
good.
saw his penis!
I like to think that that's what Godot interrupted.
Clearly I'm a lesbian, so it traumatized me for life.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Shattering, Your Honor.
Yes, please.
Chattering.
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Another one of my rules.
Said that already.
Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony.
Mm.
Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man. He was wearing a tasty cologne.
Yep.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but
Hmm.
when I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleared up, too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man. And I know I'm kind of sexist. It's a problem I'm working to address, you know? I mean, like, misogyny is kind of unlearned over time, and...
but you spent all your time with Nick, and he definitely couldn't shovel all that snow out of the way in time.
Wow.
This is the point that I didn't think about at the time. I was too busy recovering from being almost murdered.
So it was after the crime took place when this came to think the killer was a man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Godot said. You're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you'd be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation as you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume that the culprit was a man. Because I am also sexist. That's alright. Proceed with your cross-examination. Hurry it along, would you?
Alright.
We
Okay.
could all use a nap.
Okay. So, by the time I get back to the garden, the place had totally changed. Well, I think press? Potentially?
Yeah.
Probably? Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way? Tell me you're always changed.
Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
I said
Yeah, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
that is usually the thing. Crime scenes, Phoenix. Always something on or about the body that can incriminate you. Sorry.
Looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Alright.
Alright, game.
Press some more and then press that again, I guess. Okay. The torches were lit?
Yeah, that's how I knew that
Bundle
this
calls for aid.
Dorothy's in it. Yeah, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm gonna
You
say
can
it
see it in the dark, surely surely you didn't know it in the first time because it was pitch black, so you have no idea that it changed.
I'm gonna say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
Seriously though, how would she know if the scene had changed? Because it was dark the first time.
I guess she means changed since when she arrived, I guess.
But she said she was over the head and when she came to, it had changed.
Yeah?
I
I don't know, maybe she's comparing when
That's
she
sus to me,
arrived
but carry
in the
on.
daytime. Sorry, go on.
What?
I think she means from when she arrived in the daytime to then.
Oh, I see. Well, that's wild.
Mm.
But she said the snow had been wiped clean of blood. It obviously wasn't like that when she arrived in the daytime, surely.
Dunno.
Okay, I'll stop asking the hard questions. Carry on. So I wasn't expecting this to be such a contentious point. Continue.
I don't know. Sorry, it's your line.
Oh shit, it's my line. The killer probably it would be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true.
That's what's bothering you? God.
It's
Because there's always something on or about the body that can incriminate you, Judge. You're a judge, you should know this.
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well. Let me hear more about the condition of the crime scene.
All of the snow around Stone Lantern had been carefully cleaned up. Yeah, there was a square gap around it. Whoops. So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. Yeah. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple. But they're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
questionable indeed, this killer. What else did you want to take Snow away?
Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed onto the snow?
And on to me, which we cannot address the amount of trauma I've, received from that.
Hmm.
Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. Well, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true.
Also, left blood all over this land.
He could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood.
It looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them.
What, Maya? What?
Oh.
I bet this guy
Thanks,
was
Maya.
a man.
Again,
I think... Can we ask her again now? About this? Killer must have done it, right? Ah.
the truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yeah, snow. I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me, for my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden...
She may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so.
Wow, lots
Thanks,
of
Rhoda.
confidence there.
And that you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
This is just wild. What a case. Well, that's clearly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yeah, Your Honor. I have to. God.
I think it was for
Well.
my sake.
If this is true, then there's a bit of a serious problem.
Namely, the incriminating name written in blood. You know.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
We had
Sorry.
the same thing happen with the ketchup in the last case. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The body of Alista Nim was carried all the way to Hazakura Temple's courtyard. Then, at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh. And what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Godot. It's the message written in blood on the lantern.
Huh?
Nope, he's got nothing.
Yeah. He's just
Once
like,
again,
what?
you rub his disability in his face.
This is ableism.
It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya.
Oh my god.
Keep rubbing it in. If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah, you're right.
Why not?
Order. That's right. If it isn't a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene, no bitch is this assumption.
Indeed. But it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow, and then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
Bloody writing!
The bloody writing.
The bloody writing.
Bloody writing.
But if that's the case... Do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior?
Unfortunately for you...
Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
Because he couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it, my darling.
And that's why he moved so much
you're
snow, to be sure of
tapping
getting all
yourself
the
so bad.
catching all the splatter in his
Oh
cleaning.
god, I just feel bad.
Oh boy.
I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Because opinions are what matter most in court.
Well,
Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern?
Did not notice it.
he didn't. He didn't. Thank you, Maya.
You're welcome. That was a really weird voice to read it, yeah. Why is Maya?
Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Alright, Conan Doyle. Plagiarizes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Sholmes. Sherlock Sholmes.
What are you doing over here from England?
Sherlock Sholmes 2.0, baby.
You think Godot is the copycat? Sherlock Holmes is the one that copied Godot.
Despite the fact that one of them's been dead for like 200 years.
Obviously. He just looked, through time itself and saw this great guy in the future and was like, you know what? I need those lines.
I'm gonna shack his style.
I've got to shut you, exactly.
How much coffee did Godot have? Sorry,
Alright.
Tony, sorry.
I done. Have we gotten that out of our systems?
Well, no, you just opened your mouth, so
Time!
now there's a lot more Godot in my system.
Maybe. You're not as dumb as I thought.
Oh no, he definitely is.
No, he's definitely not dumb.
He's more dumb than you think.
Yeah. There was one time I bought pot noodle from the office, and he thought he forgot to put the water in it, and he was just eating it dry, like chips.
Oh,
It was kind of
man.
that's how Phoenix takes it, nice and dry.
No.
Crunchy
No, that's
noodles. Love the crunch.
Mm-mm.
I feel like
Anything for a bit of texture.
Oh,
whenever Edgeworth walks into the right opposites, it's just that one meme. Damn bitch, you live like this.
Oh my god.
The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. We're not talking about my pot noodle eating. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
Because they're a poor old blind man.
That doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense unless you're being like super ableist right now.
I kind of
I hate to I hate to tell you, he kind of is.
Guys, the torches were all lit and everything.
Gondor called for aid.
There's no way any normal person. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Get fucking
Guys.
Oh no.
We're talking about ableism now.
Oh,
Yeah, all
the
of
next day
Right.
next day's
No,
attorney
no,
case.
sorry.
Godot sues everyone for ableism.
And
pulled
rightly
the
so.
old reverse
Yeah.
card on myself. I am now the equalizer.
There wins 3.2 million in damages, and White and Co, whatever it is, go bankrupt.
Oof. There's no way any not seeing person would miss something like that.
You know, somehow.
Someone able-sighted?
Yeah, that's
I
worse.
don't know how to help you here.
Yeah, that was
God.
definitely somehow worse.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
You're right. There's no way any
Someone cover
normal
Godot's
person
ears.
would.
Oh god.
But what about an abnormal person?
Oh my god.
No.
Well,
Oh,
Stop
I'm
it.
glad you
We're
asked.
sued.
just say the words visually impaired. Just say them.
There's no way someone who wasn't visually impaired would do. Does that work? Am I being okay now?
It's too late for you. It's too late.
Oh,
It's too late.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright? I mean, it wasn't him, it was Maya.
Yeah, I'm saying we're going to civil court, and
There's only
I'm
one.
representing the interests of Mr. Godot. You have been subpoenaed.
There's only one person involved in this incident. Why hasn't it been cleared up then? Anyway. Who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether?
And who would that be?
Oh, I wonder.
Who was the person who could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
I mean,
Same person who
I-
failed to notice ketchup.
yes. I also wouldn't put
poor
it past
guys.
Larry, but it has to be Godot.
Getting run through the mill by his poor eyesight.
Hmm. Mr. Godot, this is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
that's such a specific effect of poison.
Well, some poisons do deliberately attack the senses. Cyanide, I think, in particular targets the nose and the mouth.
Ah, okay. That works.
So it's not implausible that if you did take that kind of poison, if it didn't kill you, it would really badly affect your senses.
Point, yeah. Okay, that makes sense now. I was just like, but this dude looks fine, apart from his hair is white, and he's got big goggles on. The rest of his skin looks chill. Nothing else has happened.
I mean, to be fair, we don't see the upper half of his face.
This is true. He just has aesthetic.
I think it was probably supposed to be methanol poisoning, if I had to guess, because that causes organ failure, but it kind of also it can lead to blindness, and I forget what it's called, but basically bits of your brain start to shut down, specifically the bits that deal with vision. So
Wow.
yeah, that's what I would guess. That's what I'd guess.
It's
she was trying to
worrying
poison
that
him
you
with.
know this. I'm concerned.
No comment.
What are you planning? What are you planning?
No comment. No comment. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Oh,
concerned, Alex.
Are we surprised though?
Thanks for coming to my defense.
You're welcome.
That's barely your defense. That's even more.
No,
putting you
I
in
was being sarcastic.
Oh dear.
You can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Godot? How dare you only be partially sighted?
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented. Like that poor bailiff carrying it in.
Yeah, just holding it all the way over here from the temple.
This lantern, there's something written on it. Why, it's written in blood.
Nonsense.
Aww.
No.
This lantern. It's as clear as a whistle.
It feels bad.
I cannot believe that I'm now ride or die for Godot. Like, I feel so bad for this man.
He's kind of a misogynist, and also like kind of a dick. But also,
I mean, he is kind of a dick.
He's kind of a
This
dick.
is true.
But so quite a, like
I'm
a
still
sexy,
going to
charming way.
represent him. I'm still representing him in civil claims court.
As you should.
Mr. Godot.
Alex is objectively a better lawyer than any of these guys.
Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct?
Hint, red.
You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Tribulations. Tribulations.
Don't worry,
It is
falling around is
Tribulations.
Tribulations. Tribulations.
Trebian?
Tresbian.
Tresbian?
It sounds like lesbian. Sounds like lesbian. Lesbian.
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on it.
Totally unusual thing for a waitress to do, you know. There's something so bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-colored stain smeared all over the apron. You would think, though, right,
I'm
that
taking
there would be
all of you to civil court.
there would be
Wow.
written notes that describe
I
all
feel
the
like
evidence.
someone would like describe
I mean,
this.
yeah, surely Godot has an aid.
Also, do none of these detectives takes like when evidence is logged, it's logged very thoroughly, and it's like apron size this,
Very,
this many
very
inches
thoroughly.
wide, this
I
many
really
inches
can't-
long. Bloodstain in the
I
upper
can't
left.
imagine anybody translating the crime scene into Braille for Godot. Again, I'm taking everyone to civil court.
This is the same Godot who waltzed
The
into court
accessibility in this police department is appalling.
with... I mean, Godot just brought the criminal's brooch into court in his pocket one day, without telling anyone.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Oh, you're talking about this? What? So, you know,
Ridiculous.
Oh, this
No
piece of
one told-
evidence.
No one
It's
told
been in
me
my
anything.
pocket the whole time. Sorry.
No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
Oh,
there you go, see, they need better staff.
Yeah.
You just can't get the staff. Okay.
Can I get the stuff?
God's sake.
Boo.
You better believe I'm gonna get good stuff.
Okay.
No.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red.
R.I.P.
Still can't believe they mistook ketchup for blood.
Fools!
It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one who can't see them?
I mean, this is not the time for existential questions, I'll be honest.
No, this is the time for ableism.
So then, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern? No, you can't see it, or no, you're not admitting it.
And Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
He's just looking into his white mug. There's nothing in this. Oh boy. I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Godot is the murderer. If somebody wasn't sure, he was pressing pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's no going back now.
Also, I'm slightly confused because it's like, she said the man was standing behind the person who hit her over the head.
Uh-huh.
So that means they were two
man,
different
these-
people, right?
That means what?
Yeah.
That means they were two different people. The person
Yes.
who knocked Maya out and Godot are two separate people.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's saying that, like, it's proving Maya innocent, but it's also, like, charging Godot with the crime of
Implicating Godot.
killing someone.
Yeah.
Also,
Dahlia-
this jury sound's been going on for a while.
Yeah, sorry. Dal-
Jury sounds.
I
Jury
finally
sounds.
figured out the truth. Fine, I'll
Ableism
continue,
in the courts.
I'll continue when the
They're
next
being
message
really
comes up.
fucking
Right, there it
ableist
goes.
to this poor prosecutor. Jury
Yeah,
sounds.
Dahlia testified that she attacked Maya and then was knocked out by someone behind her.
Yes,
Ah.
so Godot must have knocked her out.
So it must have been Dahlia there, channeled by Misty, who attacked Maya, and then
And
somebody knocked,
Someone
you know,
kills.
attacked them.
Yeah.
Somebody.
So he was technically defending Maya,
Oh,
trying
Mr.
to look
Godot!
after Faye's sister, as is his wont.
The defense formally accuses you of a murderer of Miss Elise Denim, also known as Miss Misty Faye. Miss Misty.
It's
Miss
hard
Misty?
to believe this
Miss
could be
Misty.
true. However, I'm easily swayed. Once again, Mr. Wright has brought up quite a disquieting fact about you. The fact that he's blind is not a disquieting fact.
No!
God!
This is
Yeah,
such an
that-
easy case to win in civil court.
This feels rude. This feels really mean.
It does.
I mean, what's mean, this or murder?
Make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps.
Oh!
How does a little graffiti make me into the killer?
Huh?
Besides, it doesn't look like it's my name that's written here.
I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red. What color tie have I got on, Godot? Am I wearing a tie?
I mean, based on what you've just said, red?
I mean, damn.
It's a nice
A truth
tie.
that will confuse you. I'm not wearing a tie at all.
I've not been wearing a tie this whole time.
R.I.P.
This is rich. Do go on, Trite.
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
The snow? How so?
How so, in the snow? Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
Yes, why didn't he take out just that area? Could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so, he had to remove all the snow.
Or like this very, very, very specific rectangle?
He couldn't be sure of where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
Not a
Right, you
chance.
dumb bitch.
The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
It seems. Once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Godot?
Jury sounds, jury sounds, jury sound.
Oh,
Oh no, Maya!
Maya.
Wait,
Baby.
wait just a minute.
Maya!
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple until 2 days after the murder took place.
He doesn't
He
even
didn't show
go
up
here.
until- Yeah, he didn't go here. God. He didn't show up until after the old bridge got fixed.
Maya. You can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I mean, I look it, but...
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't? I'm afraid I didn't
shit.
follow.
I've seen
You're some old man. Oh,
We
wow.
established this just a little while ago.
Me and Godot on the same page.
After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, that's right.
Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me.
Maya, do you plan to cover for Godot no matter what the cost?
He stopped me from getting murdered, so yeah.
It's valid.
Well, if that's the case, then I've got no choice.
I think you do have a choice. You could just...
You really could just, like, no. It's been proved that she can't really have done the murder, so...
Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're gonna hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Nicely done, right?
Very well, let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling, and my spirit left me, as it were. But little Pearly was there at the Inner Temple, too.
Oh, pals.
Pearly was also stuck on the Inner Temple site that night. The next morning, she looked around, but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bride?
Right.
Oh my god, my fucking head. Okay.
The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room.
Yeah, but what happened to the bride?
Yeah.
I don't know, she did something, she ran away!
I-
Totally right, let's go! That's when Mr. Godot arrived at the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Pearly first and cheered her right up.
How? Doing a puppet show or something?
Who is this?
That's my little cousin, Pearl Faye.
So when did you hear about this?
Oh, just a while ago, when I was in the medical office.
I'm terribly sorry. Well, what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony.
What? Come on! Pearlie would never tell a lie.
Well, we all know that's not true.
She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be, and that's basically saying I lie all the time.
And you shouldn't trust my testimony in court.
Real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath. Oh.
The Haas.
The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness.
Mr. Godot.
Let us move on with the cross-examination. If the defense has no objections.
This is highly unusual. But, well, Mr. Wright.
Let's get this cross-examination started. Okay. So...
What's all this cheering up business about?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
hello.
Hello?
Oh,
What happened?
it was very loud static.
Feedback.
Sorry.
Yeah, static.
It's okay.
Yeesh.
Oh, this is the right one. Okay. I accidentally pressed the press button. He cheered her up? I can never
That's
do
what
that.
Pearlie said. I know, he's kind of a dick, so I don't know how that works.
That sounds, super mean and horrible and murderous.
Yeah,
Cheering up an 8-year-old.
that's what Pearlie said. He said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for
That was
looking into my
me.
cousin, Mr. Gatto.
I mean, have you
Wait,
seen
what the
his
fuck were you
white
doing
hair?
on the intercept side? Were you the one who murdered my mom?
Yes. And here I was, thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
He gave her coffee.
Cut it out. You're making me blush.
Coffee.
He gave her coffee. Just so cheer her up.
This guy is really beginning to get on my nerves. In more
You
ways
can
than
cheer up,
one.
got high on caffeine.
There aren't that many places to look on the inner temple side. The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-toothed combs. So, I decided to carry out an investigation in my own way. Good old style.
I'm the same way. I like to handle verdicts in my own way. Judge style.
Maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style.
This is
Well,
a
he's
horrible
already,
club that you have all formed. Horrible.
he's already kind of described what he did to cheer Pearls up, so should we ask about the investigation, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you investigate? You said that you conducted...
The crime.
You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
It's like my investigation went about as well as yours tried. After all, I didn't miss the bloody writing on the lantern.
I didn't. Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles. Ouch!
Oh my god.
The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall.
Beauty?
Please don't be talking about bikini. Oh my god.
Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Western tastes? Did he find a stranger way to describe gravy?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what he was describing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really doesn't look like gravy. Oh my god.
Oh, that's bad.
Bad. I
Listen,
hate
Maya
it.
was stuck there for a long time, okay?
Oh,
No.
gee.
No,
Sorry.
no, hate
Sorry.
it. Hate it.
I'm not sorry at all. But, sorry. So, from there you headed to the
Wait a sec. What did Godot say just now?
something about gravy.
I think I just found his proverbial weak spot.
Something about quote-unquote gravy.
He said something about what she was wearing.
Yes, a beautiful kimono.
Yeah, how actually, yeah.
How would he know that?
Yeah.
If it's covered in gravy, does he have X-ray vision under those goggles?
Would
Maybe?
not surprise
Who knows?
me.
There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed Elise Donim. Okay, so I think we present... this one? I think we
Yeah.
present it on this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Mr. Godot, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place.
Gasp.
Holy fucking shit!
Yo, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit, dude.
I'm
Why
just
did you say
reacting
that?
in an appropriate manner.
Because he just made one fatal slip-up.
One fatal slip up in red text?
One fatal slip up.
The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll.
But Mr. God, I was right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
Moldy gravy.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, Your Honor.
judge.
That must be
What's
super
that
gross right
wonderfully
now.
delicious smell? Cold gravy.
The morning,
Everyone's favorite.
the morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gravy? But why gravy, Nick?
Because
First
gravy.
thing to have.
Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, if you
That's
really...
such a weird phrase. It's so much more than a condiment.
If you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye.
Your sounds.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yes?
Take another look at that hanging scroll.
Take another look at that snout. Sorry.
Look at the top. There's a crest there.
Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark,
Then you could guess that was a picture. It was a picture of Misty Faye on there.
it's a bit of a stretch, but we're going with it.
That's problem with that.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
The who?
Hoo,
Who?
hoo, 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 let the dogs out.
Who lets
Oh.
these owls into the courtroom?
They're my emotional support owls, sir. I've been through a very hard time.
Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing.
You
Mr.
might have been able to
Godot!
intuit it.
Alright, Edgeworth.
I'm just saying, God.
On the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place.
Sounds. I have a small cat on me.
Oh,
Wait. Can I ask you just one thing, Tret?
what is it?
This whole theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
That's right.
Hmm.
Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Hmm.
Unless he's like, I don't know, a pervert. Or...
Oh dear.
It's a worse accusation, somehow.
Of course, Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
Huh?
Oh, what did you say?
Pardon me, Your Honor.
It's very possible that another person knew of the plan.
Well, funny you should mention that. If memory serves. Here we go. The letter from Morgan Fay was opened once before.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How did they know that?
How? Who could it have been?
I wonder.
This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay offered the plan for her daughter's future. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they'd already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Yes. The killer had read these instructions long before Pearl ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple.
You still insist this crafty killer is me?
You bet I do.
You just said that the instructions were hidden.
That's right. Mr. Gato couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out.
Yes, and what was that?
During a visit,
A visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center?
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there.
Someone like a prosecutor.
Exactly.
Oh,
Such as Mr. Godot.
Took the words right out of your mouth. Jury sounds,
Sorry, please.
I mean.
Order. Mr. Go, you're under fire again.
This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder.
Humans are afraid of the dark.
Speak for yourself.
And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee.
Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean?
It means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during a jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect his witness.
Sounds more like it's a you thing, Phoenix.
That's right. Not what they said, but what Godot said. That's right.
If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I've got no
Human
reason.
decency?
I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress.
Press X to doubt that statement.
The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering the killer wants to protect this witness's life, his behavior is still a little too unnatural.
However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick?
Maya.
Sometimes he has thoughts.
Very occasionally, head is not empty.
I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. For the same reason, huh?
Okay, try it. I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
Maya Fey is your daughter.
Plot twist.
Wow.
Yes! Wait, hang on. You had sex with my sister. What did you do?
It's your daughter, not brother-in-law. Whatever, sister-in-law. God. What's some kind of nightmare,
Oh
Roy?
God, what is fucking going on?
Wait, hold up.
What's this? What the fuck is going on?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. This whole game, if you will. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
It's Mia Fey!
It's me!
It's me, Fey.
It's Mia!
Mario.
It's me, Chris Pratt!
I knew there was a
No!
Chris Pratt joke coming. I knew there was a Chris Pratt joke coming. Oh god. Let's forget about that as fast as possible. There is a very good reason as to why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she is Mia Fey's only sister.
I had no idea they were related.
Wow, how are you a judge?
Am I back? Hello? Hi?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi! Welcome
good?
back.
Hi.
That was a terrifying few moments.
Oh dear.
You good?
Yeah, no, my Discord just kind of conked out there for a few moments.
No.
That's fun.
I'm there though, so.
Hmm.
Mia. Faye.
You once worked alongside her. That was
And
when
you
you.
loved her.
That was when you were a defense attorney.
I hope it's romantic. Wait a second here. Mr. Goodos is a defense attorney,
How do you not
No.
know this?
but Diego Armando was.
With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man, who calls himself Godot, his real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
You really should put him in the witness stand if you're going to keep asking this many questions.
Yeah.
Then who's going to prosecute?
Just get
Sure,
rid
it's
of him,
worth
he's
knocking
probably
around
outside.
somewhere.
I think he's just outside.
It's literally like he's got his face pressed against the door of the court.
And the glass pressed against the door.
Eyes massive like a puppy,
Just like, oh god, no.
begging to be let in. Phoenix, pay me attention. Stop flirting with the
Pay
hot
attention
Spanish
to
guy.
me.
The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
I have the sad backstory
Diego.
music.
Armando. That name rings a bell.
It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case.
Oh, Terry.
Cool, Terry.
A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself.
Oh, this is dark.
Mia
Yeah.
Fey's first time in court. The tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise.
Wow.
Language, Phoenix.
Wow. Jesus.
But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault. It's my fault that Mr. Falls kills himself. Yeah, fuck me.
What?
I hate
He killed their non-binary self.
I'm listen.
Mia.
God, he's so hot.
He's so fucking hot. I hate it.
God.
I hate my life.
You can't cry yet.
Damn.
He's hardcore. He's hardcore.
I was literally thinking it.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Yep, you
You
cry
should
it once you're
probably
out of
go to
court,
hospital.
in your car.
Yeah.
I was moved by her.
No, I
The
bet you
way
will.
she put all her faith in her clients, that pure, sweet heart of hers.
She may have responded better
Massive
if you
tits.
stop calling her kitten.
Massive tits.
Oh dear.
Those for honkadonkers.
Some real donk balloons.
The sweetheart nestled between two mighty breasts.
I mean, if you turn them upside down, it could look like a sweetheart. Like,
Titties. In a word, titties.
Big ass titties.
Fake cheek.
Listen, now we know whether Godot is an ass or a boobs man.
That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, we've really killed this moment, haven't we? Just
Yeah.
slaughtered it.
Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. Then, one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria.
Ah, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned.
Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee.
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
Poor man.
I see.
Poor dude.
My body shut down, and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep.
That sounds very nice, actually.
I love a nap like that. It'd be great.
Apart from this part, obviously.
You ever imagine a nap so good that you get pronounced legally dead?
What is death if not the eternal nap?
My God.
Guys.
Going places here. That woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight, and all of my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
That's terrible.
Apparently, it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed since I drank that poisoned brew. Then one morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
Five years? You were asleep for 5 years?
And the worst possible news was waiting for me.
Mia was dead. She was stabbed between her
Fucking
buxom bosoms.
globes.
She was stabbed.
She was stabbed between her buxom bosoms.
For God's sake! This man is actually pouring out his heart and soul to you. This is all you can talk about. My God!
Tactful, guys. Real This is only the end of 17 months
A
of...
woman is dead.
Listen, it's just a real shame they didn't actually try and stab her in the chest because you know she
Listen,
might have survived.
Yeah, she
Oh
fully
my
would have.
fucking God.
Okay, no, but listen, her head is hanging forward in this photo, and like the light's bouncing off the top of her head. So you have to imagine that the tits are not only out there, but they're like also out far enough that, that her head doesn't cast a shadow on them.
Yeah, this is true.
That's
It's
a
a
lot.
real badonka hug.
There's just 2 circles of light.
It's fully 2 circles of light,
Had me laughing, y'all.
like headlights.
My God.
Maybe her boobs just glow. We don't know.
I wish my boobs glow. That'd be interesting.
That'd be great. Like a light bug.
And on that note...
I'm pretty concerned it would make it easier for men to find me at night, and I'm not into that. You know.
You'd be able to use them as like, I don't know, a flashlight.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like push lights. You just tap it.
Yeah.
Turns on.
Hang on. Oh, I just slapped myself in the tip. Oh.
We're doing well.
Oh god.
I think I would still prefer the machine gun boobs from Austin Powers and Goldmember. From my personal preference for boob modifications, that's
Weaponize the tits.
weaponize the tits.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, I think we're done.
I was gonna ask that very question.
Sorry.
Can I kindly get back to this very serious monologue, please? Oh,
No, now we're done talking about titties.
For now.
goodness. And I woke up to the worst news possible. Mia Fey was dead.
Killed tragically during the making of a porno.
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry, I'm muting myself.
Please recuse yourself from this courtroom, Your Honor.
I would personally like to order a gag reel on the defendant.
Go exact real, huh?
Gag order. That's what I meant. Gag order. This entire fucking stream was a gag reel.
From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
The woman you loathed?
The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee. You senile old imbecile.
Excuse me.
Dolly,
Just because my alter ego keeps interrupting your
I mean,
monologue.
who fucking else?
Good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
Why are you smiling, Godot?
He's
probably
laughing
crying.
on the outside and crying on the inside.
Okay, Maya's doing the crying for him.
Yeah.
That sounds so sad.
For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live.
Coffee?
And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
The first was you, Trite.
A little bit gay.
Kinda gay.
Huh?
Huh? Me? Not me. I'm married. Sorry.
He's already spoken for, so
I actually have a husband.
Objection?
Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died. Much less the way she did.
Huh?
You were the only one who was there to protect her,
You failed.
but you let her die. It was all your fault.
Oof.
It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were.
So that's why you became a prosecutor? Could you not have
Yeah,
just had a
people
conversation?
people have become lawyers for more dumb reasons, and one of these people are in the courtroom today.
My other reason for living, she goes by the name of Maya Fey.
Huh? You mean me? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm kind of already dating someone.
You were the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Maya.
Your gator is really
Mia.
off, my dude.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
We are
Can you not mix
butchering
up me and
this
my
poor
sister's
man.
name?
1 year ago, when the Korene village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fay was planning something.
Good old freeze.
Pause for dramatic effect.
My
That's
God.
Pretty evil face. Oh,
She's so evil. Oh, she's so evil.
oh, she's so evil.
Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it.
This fucking mushroom cloud.
My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
That's how you overheard Pearls' visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it.
Oh my god. Sorry.
The-
What's up?
You okay?
Fucking hats. Give me a second.
Alright.
I thought I heard a little mew earlier.
My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya,
It's all good on
she
Snap.
never would have helped out.
Terrible, you're ruining my stream.
Cat
No!
problems. Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Shame him!
Shame him.
Shame. Shame.
Iris of Azakura Temple and Misty Faye.
Ah, sorry. Hello.
Mm.
I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan, in case we couldn't control Pearl Faye.
But why? How did you contact my mother?
Still you, Alex. Rip.
Rip.
Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry.
She'd been missing for almost 20 years.
Also, if you look, like, the symbol of the master is on the floor. And I've only just noticed that.
Hmm.
Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean officially?
You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect. She said that the Master of Korine had great authority.
Authority.
Like birds.
Even without her official position, Misty Faye still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she She never stopped thinking about you.
But why didn't you come back and actually be a mother?
Hmm.
She was always.
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you.
Despite the fact she wasn't fucking there for me since I was like 6.
If you want to know how strong her resolve to protect you was, look at her staff.
Her staff? The one with the sword in it?
Today the plan was to be carried out alright soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazagora Temple.
Yo, I banged your daughter.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary.
I mean, sounds like they should have just offed her and be done with it, you know?
Yes. Even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother. Oh, she really
Oh,
fucking...
jury sounds. Fucking murder.
She left me for like 15 years, huh? That's kind of shitty, really.
Mm.
It's
It's
kind
not,
of real
it's
shitty.
not great, is it?
It's not great. I mean, she could have just protected me from, while still being my mom. That would have been great. But no, she had to fuck off and live on a mountain somewhere, I guess. And
And then start writing children's books.
yeah, that's great. That's fine. That's great.
That night,
That's a lot of shit to process.
the night of the crime. There was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh,
Oh, who did we have release?
I can't remember.
Oh, was it me?
Maybe?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, alright. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight?
And this
Uh,
was G or Steiny?
one of them?
Both?
Maybe?
Yeah, it's been yeah,
It's
it's
been
been
Johnny.
depending on who's here.
Go, Stanley, go.
Well,
If you like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together.
Ooh.
That's what they're calling it these days.
A literal child.
Yeah, I know. Not wrong as I said it.
Oh dear.
We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never shut up.
She was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Misty Faye had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As master of Kurain, Misty Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to.
Oh,
Get one of twists, Joy sounds.
the truth comes
What?
out.
Is this true?
My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Fey. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you needed to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to. Trite.
I mean, you've already made yourself way too culpable.
Huh?
There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. But you're going to have to do the rest yourself.
Okay, I have to pee.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All
me
right,
too.
Your Honor. We'll see you in a little bit.
Coming up on the Grand Denimont.
Right, brief bathroom break.
Brief interlude.
I think we're pretty close, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna BRB, I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. And then
Yeah.
she'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, I should probably go pee too anyway.
Yeah, so do I.
Alright, BRB guys, BRB.
BRB.
BRB screen. Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Now,
Hello.
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 Howdy.
Hi, guys.
not to be a total buzzkill, but how much of this case is left?
I think there's one
We must be
testimony
quite close
left.
to the end.
Oh well.
I think there is one
Okay.
testimony. And that's it.
Okay.
I
I
don't
will
know.
try and
How are we
You
feeling,
said-
guys?
I'm chill. I'm like a little.
Yeah,
hungry.
I'd like to finish this off tonight. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like we're really close.
Yeah, I think we're nearly done.
Mm.
Indeed.
Gonna-
Hello.
We're just too easily sidetracked for our own good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
This is
really are. Well, if that's all of us, should we get back to it?
I believe it is.
Let's go.
Aha. Alright. Interpify went on the game. Alright, there we go. Alright.
The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare.
No laid bare jokes from anyone? Okay.
We're
We're
tired,
concentrating,
okay?
guys.
Let's go, let's go.
There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects. There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fey. And I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot.
Well, right. If you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick, please don't.
Maya.
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why. That's why I have to protect Mr. Gatto.
Mm.
I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too.
Maya. I know that.
Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime.
Phoenix,
Please.
please! Why are you such a narc?
Please, Maya. Testify.
Miss Fey, your testimony, please.
Oh, baby.
This is the final testimony.
The final testimony.
Oh, wow.
Beat me to it.
Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to
Damn.
hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. If I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
Alright, young lady, tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder?
Alright. Lost testimony.
Just before it happened, I think I saw some lights. 3 of them. I thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark.
I'm sorry, I didn't fully clocked out there.
Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
These red lights. I thought you said you don't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Things break, right? Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya is telling the truth this time, I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness.
Okay.
Are we ready?
So,
Red lights, huh?
red lights, 3 of them.
Red light. This is all brand new, so we probably press that.
Yeah, could do. I can't remember, to be honest.
That's it.
Please.
Lights shining in the dark? I don't think you could make a mistake about that.
Yeah, you're right. I think I saw them, but I can't say for certain. And I can't tell you for sure they were from Mr. Gatto's mask either.
I don't get the feeling she's covering for him anymore, but... do we press harder?
No!
Press her! I think we could leave her
she knew
alone
the
here.
risks.
I don't know, what do we think, guys?
Press harder. Always press harder.
Yeah, always press harder.
She's on the stand.
She knew the risks.
He didn't choose that.
But just after that, you turned towards the lights and called for help. Isn't that because you thought the lights were coming from Mr. Godot's mask?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's what I was thinking at the time. But I can't remember. After all, there was a person I couldn't identify in front of me.
Maya's life was in terrible danger at the time.
Yeah, she's traumatized. Bloody hell.
There's no way she can remember the details of the scene perfectly.
Alright then, let's go on with the testimony. What did you do when you saw the red lights?
In red text, the red lights.
You already know it's supposed to help.
I thought I'd ask for
Well.
help.
What about this scream?
Oh yes.
She wasn't dead though, and she struck back. Red lights went out. A horrible scream.
A horrible
Who
scream.
from?
That's
scream.
a horrible scream. What do you mean by just at that moment? Wrong point, Phoenix. Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Red text.
Oh, in red text.
Yeah, that's right.
The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Hmm?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice?
What?
Very
There,
sounds.
smack down the head.
Maybe it was Prosecutor Edgeworth again, cowering from an earthquake.
Damn!
So then, that Scream King on the floor.
God, he didn't need to be attacked like that out of nowhere.
It's not even here to defend himself.
He always deserves it.
Yeah.
That's gotta be it. You like that?
Mmm.
Villager noises.
Yeah.
Mmm. Mmm.
I think.
Stop making villager noises. I can't.
Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
Well then, we must ask Mr. Godot to strip so that we might see whether he has any injuries.
Oh boy.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain.
After that, the killer stole the fuck me. After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess?
You guess.
I guess.
Yes.
Definitely guessing. There was no seeing this in action.
Well, that's alright. It seems to make some sense to me.
It sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kinda wonder.
There's a
There's a
contradiction.
There's a contradiction.
I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
Simply enormous.
After all, my deduction's almost certainly never correct.
Oh, Your Honor.
I mean,
You said
not
it.
to roast yourself
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you said it.
I feel kind of bad for him now.
I don't.
Remember the testimony she just gave before the killer let out a scream. Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim.
You don't have to put it so graphically.
Is that right?
I've plunged my blade into many victims.
She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body.
Depends how metal she is.
Have you considered that she's just really fucking cool?
Like, the most badass people obviously rip the blade out of themselves to stab someone else
Yeah,
with.
so I don't think you've really thoroughly considered the angle of this.
She's fucking metal, Your Honor!
She's badass as fuck.
The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff.
Very sad.
Train.
Sound like a train.
It does sound like a train.
Train's
One of
house.
the jury. Yeah, one of the.
Oh
jury
yeah,
members
that's
is
me.
obviously a train.
Uh-oh. It's a
Choo-choo,
justice
motherfuckers.
train, it's coming!
You motherfuckers. My god. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite.
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as the weapon
What?
here.
If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff, what could she have used to strike back at the killer?
I wonder.
Fucking
I
blade
wonder-
dagger that we've been looking about for
Was
several
it that
thousand years.
dagger we found earlier?
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree.
Oof.
Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me.
Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this. And she managed to wound him as well!
Oh god, we are actually going to have to get him to strip.
Yes, just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood of the dagger could have been from the victim.
And we know it wasn't, my dude.
Sloppy arguing, you know.
Yeah.
Have you
I
forgotten
think
that
he's
the blood...
tired.
Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested?
Don't you think he looks tired?
Jesus
That
Christ.
was a very good impression.
Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood.
Also,
The killer must
Temp
have...
Doctor hates to see a girl boss winning.
The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body.
Told you would see
You're
Godot
on it. You're on it. Please get Prosecutor Godot to take his shirt off.
I've been
I don't
trying. You guys laughed me out of court last time I suggested it.
Yeah, well now it's relevant to the case.
It was relevant then! I just got them, 15 minutes before you guys.
Jesus,
This dagger belongs to the killer.
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that it's your blood.
My blood is 90% coffee, it's not gonna prove shit.
Nice theory, right.
And yet...
Order in the court.
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test.
Yay!
Let me ask you something, right? Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer.
Hmm?
Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
What?
Yes.
Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so,
That's me.
I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom.
Yes, what does that prove?
Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed this blade off and then planted another person's blood on it.
That's... It can't be!
In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, right? That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance!
What? Oh dear.
In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Everybody strip.
No.
Wait.
Oh no. This took a turn.
Well, wait a minute.
What's the problem?
Please keep your clothes on.
Please
This
don't
world is
close
so
on. Holy shit.
stuffy.
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation. See? I could be a lawyer too.
Hey, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, fuck you, I am, so.
Wait, that's illegal.
This dagger, you said it wounded the killer?
That's right.
But if Mr. Gato had really been cut with the dagger, His clothes should have been bloody or have a rip in them, right?
I think he owns more than one set of clothes, my darling.
Maya, maybe he just changed his clothes? That'd solve the contradiction pretty easily.
What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Stop acting like I'm stupid. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
That's right.
Oh, grim.
He's been in the clothes for like a week. Fucking hell.
Once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple, Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them.
Maya?
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. It ellipsed, so I just assumed it was going to be...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
carry on.
That's alright.
It keeps happening.
Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Lad, it's just bad news over here.
Get this man.
Order in the corner.
Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Was anyone who bought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess?
In fact, I did. They're made from the brain cells of teenagers.
Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder.
Good Lord,
That
Felix.
way, he wouldn't get any blood on him. He is grasping.
It's not
That's
impossible.
impossible, right?
Unlikely.
You know how cold it gets up there late at night. After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'll be frozen solid.
Yeah. Oh my god. Villager noises.
That is so much humming.
Sorry, did you... Yeah.
So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if me and Faye were here...
Huh?
If me and Faye were here, she would have closed the book on this case already.
Yep.
If,
Well,
if Mia Fey were here?
That's right. Can you do it or not?
How about it, Mr. Bride? You accuse Mr. Godot of being the killer. But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence? One shred of evidence!
The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition, just as you want it.
We going retro.
Oh yeah.
Ah! That's good. The fighter to the bitter end, right?
Excellent. Ha!
Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point, why don't we go for the unlimited penalty?
God.
Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need.
Wait,
Right.
you?
Nothing, right?
So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. You've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle.
I blag like hell.
Alright, Mr. Bride, let's hear what you've got. Not that I expected very much.
There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
Well, we decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a... If he had been cut by there, there would have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
There's one place. One place the killer could have hidden his wound.
Oh, what did you say?
Hmm.
Beneath his mask.
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hit the wound. Indeed.
Fine.
Take
The
off
final
the
stop.
eyes.
Let's hear what you got.
Cut his hair.
Location where you say the killer hit his wound.
Well, G. Yeah. Shall we do it, guys?
Yeah.
That can do it.
Let's do it!
Go on. Do it.
What you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that she'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right? That's right.
No.
Well, what was that just now? Mia? It can't be.
Had too much coffee, kiddo.
You're living on? Through him?
Yeah, bad choice.
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask!
Yeah, how is his mask not shorted out at this point?
During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere,
Ow.
then I'd say this whole case is solved. God damn.
Okay, drama queen.
Rip.
There you go, it did short out, like you said, she. Well, it kind of exploded.
A little bit.
Got a drip of coffee on it.
One last cup for the road.
Just now. I saw her spirit in you.
I've got the whole screen gone grey on my end.
I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Mr. Gatto.
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me.
Oh no.
Oh, smooth coffee.
Yourself?
I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit.
But you saved Maya.
Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick? Sorry, I'm like mid-thing.
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother. But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason.
No, why?
I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong! You put your life on the line to save Maya.
Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure.
Why'd you say that?
That night, in the darkness of the garden, I saw her silhouette. A part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even the little girl. But I still picked up the blade. But it was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in this courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything.
Mr. Godot.
I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando? I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yikes.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
Thanks.
Yikes.
Your wound, it's bleeding.
Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist.
Huh?
These must be my tears.
Oh my god.
Damn.
My heart.
Damn. Oh,
Maybe.
G.
I think
G might be asleep.
G might be asleep.
They might too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did pretty well. Oh, I think
Yes.
it's just the epilogue left, I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shall we wait till everyone's here to finish it off? Like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
what do
probably
we
go for
think?
like 10 or
Yeah.
15 minutes once they get back next week.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah,
that could be
and
good.
then, well, by that point, we probably could have decided on what else we'll do afterwards. So.
Yeah.
I think we'd
I mean-
said we'll do Leighton, wasn't it?
Leighton, yeah.
we could do.
I've
We
got
could pick up where we
I've
left
got the
off.
first. I've got the first game arriving sometime this week.
Yeah,
Very
we're
exciting.
we've gotten through. I think it was like the first.
I will warn
Oh,
you,
we-
if we do Leighton, I've played a lot of them and I basically know most of the puzzles now. Like,
I
I'm meant to
I
do
know.
the
I think
second one,
is
and
it
I'm just
Leighton
kinda
versus
racing
Right?
through it.
we were going to do the Leighton Right game.
Oh, yeah, Leighton versus Right I haven't played yet, so...
Yeah, we got through
I've not-
a few cases
Like
of that
I've
already.
not played any of them, so I would not know.
Yeah. Because it was obviously then it's a Phoenix crossover, so the story is arguably the much more important part than the puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It is still pretty funny seeing Phoenix Wright try and do Professor Layton puzzles. But yeah, okay. Thanks, guys, for coming along. I don't know why I'm like whispering because I don't want to wake anyone up. Okay. But yeah, thanks, guys, for coming along.
Yeah,
Great.
It's
for
been so
fun.
good. It's been so good.
Actually been
You've all
really
been
enjoying
incredible.
myself.
When we next pick up, we'll finish this off. Say a fond farewell. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
curious
be
to know
less
what you all thought as well.
sleep-deprived. Ooh.
Yeah. And that means I can actually get some sleep at a kind of sensible time tonight.
Yeah.
Can you believe
Yeah.
it? I'd better save the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please do that.
Play through the entire thing
Yes, you
again.
better
Holy
save
shit.
it.
Alright, there we go.
Mhm.
Alright.
All right, guys. Well then, let's do this next week.
On that
Alright,
note,
guys.
see you later, guys. Good night.
Have a good night. Great weekend.
Good night.
Night,
Alright.
guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Night.
See you same time next
Bye.
week.
Love you all. Take care.
Love you
Love you,
all.
take care.
Love yous.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, bye,
Good night.
bye.